Welcome back to the homestead. We've got our very first sunflower in bloom today. There are a couple of little tiny ones that are also in bloom. And these sunflowers are now taller than the 4-foot tall fence. And they all have flower buds on them, ready to go. And then down here, we've got the wild zinnias. The nasturtiums are growing. They made a couple flowers. Maybe they'll do more. The conservation row, looking great. We've got a few asparagus beans starting to twine. Oh, the poults are in here. I need to chase them out. Naughty little birds. I skedaddled them on out. And even though I've chopped and dropped down this alley a few times, it is beautifully overgrown. We've got some table queen squash. And over here, more conservation sunflowers, cresting about 5 feet tall. And at the base, the buttercup squash is starting to put out its male flowers. So as soon as we get female flowers, that should start creating some squash. And just what I was hoping for, a volunteer sorghum from the hay. 2 surviving cabbages. Very happy artichoke. And it's just so pretty to have wildflowers with the wild zinnias, the purple alfalfa, and the white fleabane, and then poblano pepper, and an onion in bloom, poblanos, onions, poblanos. And then down here, I planted the seedlings, the little tomatoes. So the tray of stunted little seedlings that I tried to start are in these 2 short rows. The reason the poults are not allowed in here is because they started eating onions like crazy. Here are the peppers and tomatillos and tomatoes we got for free from Extension. And here are some of the pecked onions. So the onions were just starting to bulb up. So we're just going to harvest those for our kitchen onions as needed. Love this purple alfalfa. And the snap peas are still going. And we're taking in some nice salads from underneath. It's all cut and come again. Matt just collected a big salad bowl full of this kind of lettuce, a little bit of romaine, some spinach. We've picked about 3 pounds of these purple snap peas so far. I'm expecting another flush. We've got these half-long carrots at the base. No shoulders on those yet. And today we went ahead and had a look at our total loss. Well, I should not say total loss, but our garlic was really a loss. Almost nothing to show for that. So this one got re-furrowed, and we planted a lot of cucumbers in there and pole beans, 3 kinds of cucumbers, including the fake cucumber, the Armenian, which is a melon, not a cucumber, but it's used as a cucumber, and Blue Lake pole beans. And then at the end, we put in some zucchini and patty pan squash. And Matt also Planted some zucchini and squash into these side holes. Here's what it looks like when it's been dug before shaped. And it was very convenient to harvest today's mulch from the pathway. It's rotted down pretty good. Look at that stuff. That is some nice composty stuff. So it's got that, and it's got the sorghum stems. So I have a lot of seeds, and now that these garlics have officially vacated the premises, I've got 2 more big rows that I get to plant. Plenty of weeding still to do, chopping and dropping still to do. Not getting any help from this one. Well, I should say he does help keep the vermin away, which is excellent in a garden. And the onions are starting to either bolt or fall over from the wind. But look at the bulb on this guy. So we were expecting to pull those in late July or early August. We'll see what happens if we just keep taking them in, as needed. These ones that go to flower like this, if I don't pinch it off quick enough, we gotta harvest that and eat it. Otherwise it gets a stem inside the bulb. That's no good. And I keep adding more mulch to the pathways. We harvested about 2 pounds of nice sized turnips out of here. Really happy to note that there is celery growing. I can't believe it. And fennel. Leaving this radish to reseed. And then I think the shelling peas might be finished. We had a homestead stew last night. Our own lamb, green peas, onion, garlic, and turnips. And that made a delicious homestead stew. Right? These bush beans are coming along in and amongst the volunteer sorghum. Ooh, that one. How pretty. And so these are Blue Lake bush beans growing in between. Glad to see them doing so well. And the sorghum, it's fun to grow that as well. All right, we've been getting lots of rain. For us, it's a lot of rain. Even if it's just a sprinkle, that's awesome. The weather changes every afternoon and cools off. And everything is turning green and growing rampantly. Cheers and blessings.